Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide. Is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence.
Haaland! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Courtois trying to keep this in. Chelhanoglu. And that has left him in a heap. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Bellingham. No way through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Haaland. They're urging him to shoot. Decent chance! And he's following up! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Bruno Fernandes. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Rice. Looking to play him in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Vietnam really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Nicely aimed pass. A probing pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Rice. Thuram. And it's Bellingham. Now Van de Ven. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Thuram. Spread out to the left. Haaland. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And it's Porro. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, sweet feet. Now here's the delivery. And out it comes again. Oh, good-looking ball. Bruno Fernandes. And the pass is intercepted. Pedro Porro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. Conte.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gravenberg. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Porro. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Shot at goal! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, nearly. Dumfries. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Nicely shaped ball. Conte. Now it's Haaland. Short changes him with that pass. Bruno Fernandes. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So right back into the action.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Porro. Gravenberg. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And the shot! It's in! It is an explosive start to the second half. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Pedro Porro. Gravenberg. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pedro Porro ventures forward. Look at the space here. Distributed tidily. Now the cross. Oh, it's gone in!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played. Howson. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
This looks promising. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Japan have their second corner now. Bullish header! And that is well cleared. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. He's got away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's having a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Rice.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've...
Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Carreras attempts a clearance. Japan have got it back and they'll have another go. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Chalhanoglu, that's an imaginative pass. Konate. Dumfries. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Can he finish? And there's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have movement on both benches. Just one in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Vitinha, and it's Bellingham. Japan are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Gives it back. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vietnam couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Looking tidy in possession here. And he shoots! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Osimhen might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Valverde. Cherki. Japan have a free kick. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Great chance here to level it up. Picked out brilliant. He's having a shot!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
O'Reilly. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And the through ball. Now this could be a chance. In it comes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries one from range. Brilliant from Valverde. A finish of true class. They have stolen level at 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference. So hostilities have already resumed. Japan displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? And here's Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response, he's having a pop! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Cherki, challenged just a bit on the firm side. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
O'Reilly. That is lovely. And he's managed to get free. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's their second corner of the game. Japan are looking to go forward now. That has ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. Chips it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Konate to Osimhen. Valverde. And here's Haaland. Now it's Osimhen. Mbappe. Deftly out wide. Can he get onto this? So just 15 minutes still to come. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And it's made its way to him. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Looking for options for movement. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's picked out the run. Haaland. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
And here's Osimhen. Shoots! Well taken goal. It's level again. What a match we have.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
There's the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Vietnam now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense and enjoyable contest that either... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is... He's rising! And he's done it! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short, tries the cross, and it's hoisted clear. Bellingham threads one in. Calhanoglu floated through. Osimhen! And that's a tidy finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
Oh, he's all alone. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gravenberg.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Osimhen. Just eases him off the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Crosses. Oh, good climb! And that's a sharp finish. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan may be down, but not out just yet.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Chelhanoglu. Well read, nice interception. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
A searching ball out wide. Osimhen providing an outlet on that flank. And that could set him on his way. Van Dijk did well to stay calm there. It's Chelhanoglu! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a good-looking delivery. Bellingham. And it's Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Osimhen. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham scooting forward. Pass is just off target. Gravenberg. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Bellingham. He's in a great position here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Rice. Bellingham is flagged offside. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now that's a lovely exchange. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Thuram. Played out to the left flank. And here's Thuram.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Japan have their second corner now. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chelhanoglu, nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. For Rice. Konate. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Gravenberg. Bellingham. And it's Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gravenberg. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. We're on the move again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Osimhen. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Carreras. Chelhanoglu. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Rice. Could move up a gear here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Porro. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! And he hits the net. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Dumfries.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Schlotterbeck. And Gravenberg. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Thuram. Conte. Conte! They want to be quick to recover this. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Kante. Bruno. Big chance! In he goes again. And it's in. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So could they be onto something here? Haaland. He'll try from distance. Rice. Bruno Fernandes. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Conte. Oh, there's a probing ball. Gravenberg. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! And no mistake. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. All of a sudden we have a game here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Trippier. Oh, such a clever touch. Casemiro proves too strong.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Trippier has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Played out towards the right wing.
Vietnam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And the shot! And there's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
John, surely! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Tries a shot! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And that should get the job done. Trippier gets into a good position. Vitinha. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
Stood up well to him there. Tonali charging forward, the ball at his feet. 5 minutes to add. And here's Osimhen. Musiala. Now it's Thuram. And we're done. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Thuram taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes.
Towering header! It's there! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Rice! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mbappe. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And he's there to clear it. Conte. Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. Conte. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Konate. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Haaland. Van der Ven with the foul. Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Conte.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Thuram. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out towards the flank. O'Reilly. Crosses it in. Oh, great leap! And that's in. And this is getting better and better. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Konate has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Oh, that's nice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram, and it's Conte. Vietnam are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. That's really nicely played. Gravenberg. Ah, it's a lovely, delicate pass. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Pedro Porro. And here's Mbappe. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. O'Reilly, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. No, we always look the favourite there. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Haaland. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, nice touch. Haaland proves just a little bit too strong. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Good ball, good take. Bruno Fernandes, distributed tidily. Now it's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. Well read, nice interception. Howson. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
Chance! And no mistake! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Thuram. Bellingham, looking for options for movement. Schlotterbeck plays it long. Nuno Mendes. And it's Mendes. And it's Bellingham.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
And he's managed to get free. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least. Because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Mbappe looking to play it into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. deftly away. Van der Ven. Oh, this is a great position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham. Plays a sharp little ball here. Thuram gets flagged offside.
Japan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Haaland, and here's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary. Konate does really well to win the ball there. And it's Bellingham. Little pass back. Conte. Passing nice and neat. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Defending of the desperate variety. And that's going wide left. Crossed in once more. Schlotterbeck clears without hesitation. Tries to pass it through. And he was quick to react. Bruno Fernandes.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Over to the other side. Pedro Porro. Thuram. Can he finish?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Haaland. And that's been slipped through. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Musiala. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Just 5 minutes left. He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Musiala gets it away.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Looking for the run. Trippier. And he's whipped it across. Ah, that's a fine interception. Alvarez. Driving on and making good progress. And he's quick to return it. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And here's Haaland. Haaland. And he's cut it out. Alvarez. And De Ketelaere. Alvarez. Now the big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Now it's Haaland. And here's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Has a look and plays it forward. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to the...
And it's been given away! Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Terrific effort! Harmlessly behind. Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Look at the space and the finish! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Conte. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Conte. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pedro Porro. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? This looks promising. Played back. And it's Bellingham. The muscular approach does pay off here. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Gravenberch. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. Bruno Fernandes. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Conte. Now it's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Mbappe. Gravenberch. Bellingham. Bellingham. And the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Bellingham clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And here's Haaland. Bellingham. Bellingham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Oh, he's been caught napping. Aimed beyond the defence.
Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Bellingham. And it's Rice. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That's good running with the ball. Vietnam are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Rice. And here's Thuram. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Haaland. Conte shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Schlotterbeck attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Rice. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball and great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rice. And here's Kante. Can he finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Çalhanoğlu making good progress. Now it's Bellingham. And no, that was never going to make it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Japan certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Defending of the desperate variety. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk. Konate for Rice. And here's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes delivers. And he can thump it away.
Japan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And it's Conte. Nicely spread. Bruno Fernandes. Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Goes looking wide. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bruno Fernandes. Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely aimed pass. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Conte. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's Gravenberch. And he's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
That's good play. And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Dumfries. Schlotterbeck kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Opts for safety. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Showing great feet there. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Pedro Porro. That is good strength. That is lovely. And here comes the corner. Vietnam have their third corner. And he's gone looking for safety. It's run loose here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Good read. Needed to be.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Japan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Casemiro.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dink through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is expertly dealt with. Casemiro. Time added on will be 2 minutes. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes. That is good progress on the left. And it's made its way to him. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
All hands on deck for this one. Casemiro clears it away. And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Japan simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something more serious for them.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
The Saitama Stadium looking a terrific picture as always. One of Asia's best purpose-built stadia. So we're very much on the way now. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Can he get it through? And here's Bruno Fernandes. Yamal. Nice looking ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's found a way through. Flashes it across. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. great ball and a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Rice with the short one. Rice crosses it in. Chouameni clears it away. Can he get on the end of this? Chouameni, well, that has not gone well. And it's Conte. And the shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Japan have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Thuram. That's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Thuram. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's rising! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Bellingham. Conte. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Conte. 15 minutes till half-time. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And it's Mendes. And that has left him in a heap. Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Tries to pass. Can he finish? Goal! Japan! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And he's forced to go back. Aimed beyond the defence. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Conte. And smartly reclaimed. Conte. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neatly clipped into space. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Oh, good-looking ball. Looking to play him in. Thuram. And this is Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Japan are leading 2-1, but oh no, what has happened here? It's run loose here. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Yamal. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Konate. Conte. This is a promising build-up. Bruno Fernandes. Kante gets a foot in here. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's very neat. Dumfries, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name. Over to the right flank. Bellingham running with intent. Thuram is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, good take in a good area. Ah, that's a fine interception. Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Bruno Fernandes. And they're quick to get it back. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Referee has just said play on. Conte. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he plays one through. Oh, shooting chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Argentina have their second corner now. Dembele! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Van Dijk with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Kante. Threads one in. Yamal. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Thuram. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. No, that's been intercepted. Half an hour gone in the second half. Tchouaméni to Bruno Fernandes.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well read. Nice interception. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. Opts for safety. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Dembele. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Short changes him with that pass.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's intervened well there. Nuno Mendes. A probing pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Haaland, distributed tidily. Japan, moments now away from seeing this one out. He is through here. Shoots! Well taken goal. Oh, relief! Relief at last, the final whistle. Japan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Dembele. It's a searching pass. Oh, well measured. Dembele going face to face with his great rival. Gets a good foot in there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's made its way to him. Distributed tidily. Bellingham. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Yamal. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
David De Gea. Simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Bellingham. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Yamal. And it's Szoboszlai. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's in a great position here. Quality ball.
Thuram clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Bellingham. Some really good ball. Big chance! Top class from Thuram! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Japan have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Conte. Szoboszlai. Looking for the far post. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Conte. And it's Wirtz. Oh, well played. And Yamal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Conte. Bruno Fernandes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball, good take. Now he's running away. Shoots! And that has fair fizzed.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Tchouaméni moved on forwards. Wirtz.
Japan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Played out towards the right wing. Looking for the run. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Deftly away. That's a pretty loose pass. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, really cute. What Bellingham! It's hit the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, that's fabulous. Conte! And no mistake. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Piercing. Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Japan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So the action resumes. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Haaland, Conte, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And he's chosen to go back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? De Gea herring after the ball here. Chouameni. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Showing good feet. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Japan in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Over to the right flank. And that has been cut short. And we have our very first corner. Oh, great leap! And he's there to get it away. Japan are looking to go forward now. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he get on the end of this? And this is Kant. And a chance!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Ambitious ball here. It's Dembele! Oh, he's been caught napping. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Thuram. Japan have got it back and they'll have another go. Good running, strong and purposeful. And a shot! And that's a sharp finish. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Argentina could be danger here.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. He's found some space. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This their second corner of the game.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Dembele! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Dembele is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
And here's Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Thuram gets into a good position. They've won a throw in. Van Dijk does really well there, strong defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's the chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Marlen.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cherki. He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, he's not getting his way this time. And it's Rice. He has found a way through. Time added on 4 minutes. Now he's off and running. And now they can clear their lines. Stood up well to him there. Dembele. And that is as far as it goes. Japan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he's intervened well there. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like...
He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Chouameni. Conte. Nicely weighted ball. That's going across goal.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Nuno Mendes pinches it off him. Tries to pass it through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lukaku unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedro Porro. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Thuram, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dumfries. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lukaku.
Argentina really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Chouameni. And it's Conte. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. Rice. Threads one in. Oh, important interception. And it's Conte. Shot a goal! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think...
Lukaku! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And here's Lukaku. Conte.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. Bruno Fernandes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Conte. Oh, that was vital. Nuno Mendes. And he is deftly away. And it's Porro. Look. There's the header! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly...
Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bruno Fernandes. Chouameni. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And here's Thuram. Very nicely done. Mendes has the space to... He leaps for it! And one more try! Goal! Argentina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Lukaku duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Argentina have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. And it's Chouameni. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Van Dijk can clear it away. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Haaland being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Kante has created one goal already. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. Nice defending. It's got the job done.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Bruno Fernandes. It's Lukaku! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, there's a probing ball. Bellingham. Japan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Conte. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Conte. Bruno Fernandes! denied by an instinctive save.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Now it's Rice, has a look up and delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into space. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Dumfries. Dumfries powering forward here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Szoboszlai. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Valverde. Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Marlon. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Oh, he's having a go! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Valverde really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Musiala tries to play it through. Rice makes a dash for it. Well, that has not gone well.
Japan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Marlon, and he's being shifted off it. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Ambitious ball here. He has found the way through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Szoboszlai. I think they're done. They are done. Japan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Chelsea already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Oh, this is a great position. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Chance to deliver. Tries to get it clear. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rice tries to pass it through. He's in one-on-one. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Viet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chouameni. Van Dijk. Valverde. It's Van Dijk. And here's Valverde. That's a good foray he's making. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. And it's Rice. That is good alertness. Bellingham. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Conte. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nicely worked. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Bellingham. Now it's Rice. A probing pass. Konate cuts it out. Nuno Mendes. And the pass is intercepted. Chouameni. Rice. Looking for options for movement. And he skips past his man. And it's Chouameni. Rice played with finesse. Ah, that's a fine interception. And it's Mendes. Wits. Now it's Thuram. Good ball, good take. Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Valverde actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Van Dijk gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to thread one through. He's found space here. That's very neat. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Van Dijk getting up there! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dumfries. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rice. Chouameni. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's good vision. Well read. Nice interception. Just past the 40th minute mark.
Chelsea couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Thuram going after that. Oh, they can break here. Chouameni. Konate. Over to the right flank. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dumfries. And Konate. It's a good run down the right. Threads one in. Konate spots it. And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, well played. Chouameni. Valverde. Oh, can he get onto this? Chouameni. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Haaland. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. In with the challenge. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying...
Conte tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chelsea are making a change now. Conte. It's run loose here. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary. Konate. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Konate. Haaland being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short, and it's Mendes. Rice picks it up out wide. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted. And it's made its way to him. Dumfries. Look at the space here. Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a wry smile there.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Played out wide. Driven in. A header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Szoboszlai. Japan still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. De Ketelaere in acres of space out wide. Dembele. Chouameni. Now he's off and running. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele! He's done very well to get to that.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chelsea have their second corner now. Thinks about the shot. Chouameni. Little pass back. He's being urged to shoot. He's found a way through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
He might have to go it alone here.
Japan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they...
And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, chance for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Japan now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Short changes him with that pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Ambitious ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And they win it back again. And that will be the final act. Japan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Alvarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Japan have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd